Greetings and salutations, this is Johnny Mac, Rock and Metal Plus. We got another video here. This one is a response thread as such to a challenge put forward by, Stormwind _79. He's got just over 200 subs, so it's a thread, and he wanted between 5 and 10 innovative albums that you should have, that everyone should have in their collection. Now I've seen a couple of different other responses to this. Cheers. Some people have just done innovative to the community, to music, to metal music or rock music or whatever else. Some have done personal ones that help them change their perspective on music or whatever else. So I've done a little bit of both, not in any particular order or anything else. Now we've 1, 2, 3. I've got about 12. I'll try and whiz through them anyway. I said not in any particular order. First up, we've got New York Dolls. These, if you don't know the Dolls, I'm sure you probably should do. They basically, it's 1970s band. They fused the British glam rock of, say, your Bowies and Slades and Sweet and obviously T-Rex. Mixed it with the then New York punk scene, sort of Ramones type music and attitude, and just made it their own. If it wasn't for, stuff like sort of Personality Crisis, Jet Boy, every track on here, Looking for the Kiss, they're just all absolutely brilliant. It's a great album, as I said, but if it wasn't for these guys, there wouldn't have been a Hanoi Rocks, there wouldn't have been a Faster Pussycat, Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue. All these bands took a lot from this, and absolutely brilliant. Next up, alright, this is a good one. This is Body Count. This is Body Count with Cop Killer, and yeah, it is the OG one. Where's the lyrics? There you go. That's the lyrics to Cop Killer, if you want to see them. Yeah, I say on the back. Track number 18. Cop Killer. Yeah. This is obviously Ice-T's the Rapper, and obviously he's been in some movies as well. Not great ones, although Tank Girl, played a great kangaroo. Yeah, this is just basically thrash, that crossover. It's the first crossover type band, but they did it the other way around. Instead of the metal band, a thrash band doing the rapping, it's a rapper doing his own thrash band, and they're absolutely brilliant. Still going now, still kicking ass. Talking of crossover thrash, this is the first crossover thrash album I heard. Agnostic Front, Cause for Alarm, absolutely brilliant. So Agnostic Front play the UK many a time back in the day. Yeah, they had an Agnostic Front t-shirt, long sleeve back in the, which was very cool. I don't know what happened to that thing. Yeah, just took the skinhead New York hardcore sound and metaled it up, and there you go. Yeah, early crossover, brilliant stuff. Innovative Albums, gotta be Celtic Frost, Morbid Tales. Remember seeing early grainy videos at my mate's house of loads of bands like I said Celtic Frost and Destruction and Creator and all the European bands, and absolutely loved them. So that's excellent. UK band, Cradle of Filth. First sort of black metal-y band that I heard, but they did it. This is the cacophonous release. They did it different. They did it British, which is probably why a lot of people don't get them. Symphonic. Obviously, Danny's voice is very Marmite. You know, like it or you don't. I think it's excellent. I think that because they're from the UK, they had that sense of humour. They had our sense of humour, where it's gothic-y, campy. They pushed it more that way than the serious, true Norwegian black metal and all that stuff that was coming out at the time. This is more gothic-y, more symphonic, but still awesome album. And I said new album's a killer. Excuse me, sec. Napalm Death Scum. For me, in the UK, the extreme side of metal. It was all kind of hardcore, called hardcore initially. When this lot came out, it was all on John Peel's Radio 1. You know, obviously these and Carcass, the Putrefaction, and then somebody somewhere coined the term grindcore, and that's what it became. But yeah, Napalm Death Scum. I know a lot of people say the Pulsion's the first one, but I think these were recorded about the same sort of time, and I don't think they will have heard it. They just happened to both do the same sort of stuff with all the blast beats and all that. I said obviously this is famously recorded by technically two different bands, and absolutely brilliant. For me, Carnivore Retaliation just opened up just what thrash could be. It's different. It was, I don't know, I said this, there's than a copy of it, the Ice Killers one. Yeah, it just great stuff. It was just different. It wasn't like a lot of stuff. And talking to different bands, I like a lot of people at my age and sort of age, when you first heard Tribal Convictions, I saw the video to it on various things. Voivod are just totally innovative as thrash bands go. They show what you can do and how you different time signatures. Piggy's guitar work was just stunning, just unbelievable. Yeah, if there's not it's the original noise one. Yeah, totally innovative. For me, another band that were very innovative. It's not easy to say, is it? Brilliant Script for the Jester's Tear. You might say, well, yeah, they just sound like Genesis. But for me, I hated all that old prog rock stuff. But Marillion came along. I was at my mate's house, mate Mark's house, and he played me Script, and just blew me away. Absolutely brilliant. And you know, other people, I'm probably the only person who thinks this is their favourite Marillion album. I love all the 4 ones with Fish. And I went to see Fish a couple of weeks ago, and his voice is just still stunning. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. Awesome stuff. So yeah, that's that. Right, Blind Delusion. I thought this was seriously innovative when I first heard it. Another thrash band, obviously. Larry Alon from Possessed is in it, and along with a certain bass player there. Yeah, you know who it is. Yeah, it said your first time you hear a certain bass tone, then you know. So yeah, obviously they both got together and formed Thymus. Stunning stuff. Can't put it back in. 2 more, and then I'm going to give up. Death Scream Bloody Gore. As far as I'm concerned, first death metal album. I know others will say whatever, but yeah, for me, the first death metal album. Scream Bloody Gore. Love this album. Zombie Ritual is just engraved in my mind. Someone says death metal, my mind just goes Zombie Ritual. Yeah, awesome stuff. And probably when I hear sort of a lot of the music that I'm listening to these days is death doom, and this is probably one of the first death doom albums. Autopsy, Metal Funeral. There is obviously you've got your Peaceful Three that did more doomy death, gothic-y type stuff. Your Paradise Lost, who I love, obviously. My Dying Bride and Anathema. But they were more. They went quite full on. They weren't a death metal band with doomy bits like Autopsy. They were more doomy bands with a bit of death in it. They were more doom death than death doom, if you get what I mean. But yeah, so there you go. That'll do me. Don't forget, pop over to Stormwind_79. I'll link his. I won't link it on the table because that wouldn't help you really. I'll link it in the description below, and yeah, you get on it as well if you want to do one. I think it's quite good, this one. So that'll do me. Cheers guys, later.